So hi everyone, welcome to YourPedia and this is Shabha. So this video is going to be a good discussion on a GD topic. Whenever I bring up a new GD topic, my main purpose is to cover different verticals of GD. Someday it is about social purpose, economic, moral, political, you can call it about education, climate changes, and the list goes on. So we'll be covering all the dimensions through my videos, so keep watching it out. And yes, you can also download the documentation of all the GD topics by going to the website. You just have to go to the website, go to the download section, and there you will be provided with all the documentation. So there you can assess it out, read it out, and these are just the skeleton for your GD topics, right? So because in the finals, when the topic do pop up based on any such dimensions, you have good pointers, strong pointers to counter your panel mates, right? So let's get started, and before we start with today's topic, let me give you a brief layout, or you can say brief discussion about the GD structure. Three important parts of a GD structure is your introductory part, your middle part, and the conclusion ones. When I talk about the introduction, it's about carrying the 5 important segments, which I do repeat every time whenever I talk about the GD. That is, first, it's good morning, greeting to everyone. Then you have to tell about your name, or you have to introduce what is the name of that topic. So yes, you are on the behalf of everyone, you're going to introduce that topic, or you can simply say it out as the topic of today's discussion is this. So that is revealing the topic. Third is, you have to tell the purposeful meaning of that topic. It can be connotative meaning, denotative meaning. That is some particular definition, or you could call about the societal meaning of that topic. Then yes, your viewpoint, that is most important. Do you support that statement? You don't support that statement? Any of you can say a good pointer from your side through which you can channelize that entire group discussion. Last but not the least, you say yes, now I open the house for discussion. For the exact key liners and for the strong ones, I always refer the documentation. In the body part, you just have to say it out as, whenever, suppose I am the one who introduced the GD topic, the next person who is going to speak any pointer, make it a point that you provide, or you can say you make certain linkage with me. That, do you agree with me? You don't agree with me? Certain pointers like this. Be very calm, be very patient, and be very courteous while you are talking to each other or one another, I would say. Why? The reason is because the GD is actually a test like how attentive you are, how soft spoken you are, and how brainstorming your ideas are, even if you don't agree or agree with someone. Then as minimum 3 to 5 times participation is mandatory. You can talk about pros, cons, and even you can change your sides. That's not a problem. It's not about, ma'am, we started with that I agree with that statement. Can I move to the negatives also? Yes, you can. It's not a debate that you cannot, but in a GD, you're most welcome to even oppose your ideas. Or you can talk about, you can say even by asking questions from other person, you can also make your participation. Examples are the key success. I always say my students, please provide some real life examples, real life incidents, which can make you different from others. It can be any incident from the movies, any incident from the newspapers, any fact which you do remember, talk about that. Then yes, it's about, you can say, using the sentences like I agree with you, I don't agree with you, let me add to what you said, and all these liners, even a famous quote could be suggested over this. So yes, it is about the minimum of 3 times participation should be there, and this is the way the body structure goes on. Coming to the conclusion, same way the 5 pointers, that is, on behalf of everyone, you are going to conclude. Then as you have to address everyone. Yes, it was a very fruitful discussion, healthy discussion, or you can say different pointers were being exchanged. Never say very simplified lines like it was a very good discussion, very great discussion. Use some good liners, good adjectives, because you are going for a good topic discussion, so have the right usage of words. Then yes, third is about where you can quote one another's statements like this person said this, there was an exchange of ideas, there were both the viewpoints, as every coin has got 2 sides, one is a positive, one is a negative, and this is the way it goes on. Then you sum it up with a neutral ending and say thank you at the end. Don't go for an abrupt ending. So this was entirely about the start, like what is the basic structure layout. But now I'm going to discuss about one main topic through this video, that is corruption as root cause for economy slowdown. Now say, here I've given you some statements where the people do agree that yes, Corruption is the root cause, that is the only prominent cause that is making India's economy slow down, right? And the other is, you can say, no, we don't agree. There are other factors also which lead to the economy slowdown. So the choice is yours, and I'm going to give you some pointers in both the sides, right? So very first is that, yeah, as per the data lying in the index of corrupt countries, India has ranked 94 out of 176, and moreover 80% of public servants in India are corrupt, which makes the wheel of growth pull down. So all the people who are serving for us, they're actually very corrupt. So how do you address the people who are forming, you can say, who are the public servants and all that? So there the statement is being risen that we are at this rank, how do we expect our economy to enhance? So generic statement should be there at the start. Then it is all about the politicians, a number of politicians who are in nexus of criminals, that is, they are in contact with the criminals, and the public money which was meant for the utilization of growth of economy, that is, the public money which was there for the welfare of the people, that is used for their personal benefit. So this is also leading to a number of problems, that is, they are using it for the personal benefit. And today even more than 100 members of parliament are facing the charge of corruption, or you can say criminal charges. Then it is about the bribe and the taxes. Like in any public office, many a times people are to pay bribe to get work done. Even you can quote some incidents, some movies which actually showcase this problem to us. That yes, people do pay bribe, do pay some kind of a money to get the work done smoothly and to get their work done actually faster. Then it's about taxes and bribe have quite common in state and borders. If this was not the case, the number of truck trips could have increased by 30 to 40%, and if unnecessary forced delays are delayed. Now they are saying as out, whenever they are to cross some kind of a borders, there also corruption is required. And if this was not the case, the number of truck trips would have been increased, and that would have led to good number of export import. So here also they are giving some statement that as per the report generated by World Bank, the travel time for Delhi-Mumbai trip can be reduced by about 2-day trip if corruption and regulatory associated stoppages to extract bribes was eliminated. So that's your call if you want to mention such facts or not. Then as corrupt construction contractors, we all know that there has been the contracts are being given, and sometimes the contracts are being fetched by the corrupt officials. What they do is they use poor materials, they make poor infrastructure, and many times we have heard about the collapsing of different infrastructures. What is it going on? So it's also a bad impact towards our economy only, right? Towards our development, towards our welfare of our country. So here also you can mention about the corrupt construction contractors with corrupt politicians. They get contracts and build roads poorly, and this is the reason news of building collapse, poorly constructed roads, bribes, all they have become quite common, right? So bribes are there. Next is even corruption caused problems in government funded projects. Now in many of the government funded projects also, we have heard that there also corruption has enrolled. That is why MREGA, NRHM and other programs have become quite controversial, because the people don't trust the quality of the infrastructure which is being promoted by them, right? So there also has been the cases. And 6, very important, mineral resources, which are the backbone of the prosperity of the country. The corrupt ministers, the government officials, they have been indulged in illegal mining of such rich resources, and that is why there is an illegal transport of minerals like coal, iron, bauxite for their own personal benefits. So you understand, even there are number of issues, number of problems which are being occurring in our country, be it the export import of mining, be it about the development of our infrastructure. Everywhere the corrupt officials are taking their channel and they are using the public money for their own personal benefit. So yes, this is even linked to the economy slowdown, but many of the people do agree that no, that is not only the case. Like you can quote an example that we are well aware that history of corruption is not known. The corruption is not started one day back. It has been years from where the corruption has actually arose. And if we take an example of East India Company, in which officials were highly corrupt, but at the same time it led to the growth of company as well as employees of the company. So regarding East India Company also, they say it out that yes, we understand corruption is not new, and many people who were in the corrupt society, they were doing corruption. East India Company has flourished, and the employees also, so there is nothing linked to it. they state it out as that only corruption cannot be the root cause. Illiteracy, lack of skill development, all these lead to the poor development of the nation. And yes, corrupt practices are being observed in many developed countries. That also leads to the economy slowdown. So this is a way it goes on. I've just provided you a brief layout of the introductory and the, you can say, the body part which you could spoke out. And in the conclusion, yes, you could discuss about whatever your friends have told, some relevant points, some quotes that some people do agree, some people don't agree, and then with the neutral ending that yes, we need to join the hands together, only then we can arise from this problem, and yes, we can be in the development stage. Government, anything about the government which is being planned, some schemes like many political, you can say, Anna Hazare and many, you can say, the people who actually arose out to stand for the people in terms of corruption, that it should be ended, right? So there are some people who actually favor us. So these things, this could be discussed, and this is a way, this is a skeleton which I provided you for this topic. Any other points which you find relevant, please drop in the comments. And yes, to extract the information, just remember the main liners so that it's brainstormed at the end by the discussion in your finals by you. All the best, take care, and I'll be meeting soon in the next video with a new GD topic. Take care, bye-bye, and have a good day.